One can rightfully say that from the moment of his first airplane ride at age 5, Iven Carl Kincheloe Jr. lived to fly. As a young pilot, he turned his sights on flying the fastest and the farthest. With such remarkable focus, Kinch, as he was to become known, saw every obstacle as an opportunity, bringing him that much closer to his ultimate goal, becoming a test pilot. In the skies over Korea, that focus would prove to be the misfortune of MiG fighters. 10 were to go down in the gun sights of Kincheloe's F-86 Sabre, earning him rare double ace honors. That was just another opportunity on Kincheloe's climb to the stars. Iven Carl Kincheloe Jr. was born in Detroit, Michigan on July 2, 1928, the only child of Iven Kincheloe Sr. and Frances Wilder Kincheloe. He received his first airplane ride at the age of 4 when a barnstormer stopped by the family farm in Cassopolis, Michigan. With flying in his blood and the support of his parents, by age 14, Iven graduated from flying model airplanes to flying the real thing. By the time he received his license at age 16, Iven was an accomplished pilot and proficient at aerobatics. Following high school, Iven entered Purdue University to study aeronautical engineering. He participated in the Air Force ROTC program and formed a flying club with the World War II veterans on campus. At a summer ROTC encampment at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in 1948, he met his idol, Chuck Yeager, and sat in the Bell X-1. He wrote to his parents, "I think I have found what I really want to do now." After graduation in 1949, Iven entered the Air Force and began pilot training at Perrin Air Base, Texas. While flying the TF-80 jet trainers at Williams Air Force Base in Arizona, the Korean War began. A test pilot career would have to wait while he went to the 62nd Fighter Interceptor Squadron in Chicago for training in the F-86 Sabre. However, instead of a combat assignment, he received orders to test a new Sabre, the F-86E, at Edwards Air Force Base. Though an unexpected change in plans, Iven was ecstatic to be a test pilot, even if for a few weeks, figuring this experience would help when he applied for test pilot school. Iven arrived in Korea in September 1951, assigned to the 325th Fighter Interceptor Squadron. In January 1952, he was transferred to the 25th Fighter Squadron, equipped with the F-86E. By the time he left Korea 5 months later, he had flown 30 sorties in the F-80, 101 in the F-86, and had knocked 10 enemy planes from the sky while damaging 11 more. But once back in the States, a coveted test pilot assignment still eluded Iven. Instead, he was assigned to Nellis Air Force Base, Nevada, as a gunnery instructor. He applied to test pilot school and flew every available plane as often as possible. Impatient, discouraged, Iven pondered resigning from the Air Force when he learned they were looking for pilots for a Royal Air Force exchange program. Iven jumped at the chance and in February 1954 began a 10-month course at the Empire Test Pilot School in Farnborough, England. That fall, Iven met Dorothy Heining, who was visiting from San Francisco. Before she returned to the States, Iven proposed. When Iven returned stateside in early 1955, he finally received his dream assignment to the Flight Test Center at Edwards Air Force Base, California. And on August 20th, 1955, he and Dorothy were married. There he tested the new Century Series fighters and often flew as chase plane alongside the experienced pilots in the experimental aircraft. Soon, Iven was selected to fly the Bell X-2, and on May 25th, 1956, he made his first flight in the rocket plane. He flew it again on August 3rd, climbing to 87,750 feet at a speed of 1,700 miles per hour. The next step? 100,000 feet, considered a fringe of space. Iven achieved this milestone in the X-2 on September 7th, reaching 126,200 feet, where he could see the black of space and the curvature of the Earth. Hailed by the press as the first man in space, the feat earned him the McKay Trophy and celebrity status. In fall of 1957, Iven was selected as the primary Air Force pilot for the new X-15 rocket plane project, set to begin flying the following year. Intense training was soon underway. Iven was clearly at the forefront of the space race. On July 26, 1958, Iven had just taken off on a chase mission when the engine of his F-104A starfighter suddenly quit. Ejecting at low altitude, Iven perished in the crash. He was buried at Arlington National Cemetery, survived by wife Dorothy and their young son Iven III, and a daughter who would be born 2 months later, Janine. Many memorials to the record-breaking jet ace would follow, but his pioneering flights to the fringes of space remain test pilot Iven Kincheloe Jr.'s enduring legacy. Tonight, it's the National Aviation Hall of Fame's turn to honor Iven C. Kincheloe Jr. with enshrinement in recognition of his service, courage, and achievements that paved the way for our nation's exploration of space.